It's not like any of us actually want BK to be innocent. We just want justice, and we just want the right perpetrator behind bars.
Whoa, did I hear that right? Crime Circus doesn't want BK to be innocent? Give me a break. Dude, I just saw this video. He did this on his other channel, and I don't want, so one of my subscribers told me about to go on his channel, and I just saw this. I'm 3 minutes into this, and I had to jump on here and make a fucking video. This guy is such a clown. It's ridiculous. I don't need fake smoke and all these special effects and all this makeup and tarantulas on my face and a stupid hat to to come on here and give you guys facts and put on a good show. So we're gonna listen to this guy, and I'm a guilter, I guess. You'll see what I mean in a second. And I'm going to respond to every one of Drip Drop's dumbass claims here. So here we go.
And so far, their own actions have shown us the exact opposite, and we can't believe them, and we don't have much faith in what we're seeing in this investigation. And now we're being told about multiple DNA profiles.
What are you talking about? You're taking this from Truth and Transparency? What? I mean, give us some actual proof, Drip Drop. You're giving us a title from Truth and Transparency, from one of Truth and Transparency's videos, and you're acting like that's proof that there's two different DNAs. Like, what? There's one DNA on the knife sheath. That's it. It's Bryan Kohberger's. So quit it with your stupid guesses that you admit on every video that you're just guessing, okay? I work in facts, Drip Drop, and I'm tagging you in this fucking video because you're obviously, and you guys are going to see in a second, he uses the car going in loops from one of the animations that I did a reaction to from Gray Hughes. So he's really saying that Gray Hughes's very detailed animation of the exact location that Kohberger's car was at, based on the police cell phone records. And Crime Circus is acting like that's all fake, and it's actual evidence. It's the facts, and it's what's going to be used in court. Okay, it's not guesses. Drippy droppy.
And that the dirty deeds of this investigation might not exactly be what the defense thinks they're going to be getting. Oh, I get it. More shadiness in this case. Wake me up when there's something new.
Yeah, see, and he's saying, "Oh, wake me up when there's something new." I'll say it again. There's a gag order, you fucking clown. There's not going to be anything new. Like, what don't you understand about this? You know? We're not going to find anything else out new because it's against the law. There's a gag order. Gag order, gag order, gag order. Gag, gag, gag. Keep sleeping, good.
Now, moving right along. I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. Something in this investigation is very fishy. Yeah, it smells like fish. And
He's saying that, but the only reason he's saying that something is fishy is because the police don't come out and say anything else. Because of what I just told you guys. It's totally ridiculous. Everything he says. I used to like his videos before he started doing this Kohberger shit. He should just stick to doing, not talking, and just playing the interrogation footage and not saying a word the whole time.
We can't pretend to be blind or ignorant any longer to the facts and information we've seen within the court documents, on court, and in the media. Some people, mainly closed-minded people, some very ignorant people, are convinced he's guilty.
Okay, I'm convinced he's guilty. So I guess I'm closed-minded, arrogant. Are you stupid, Drip Drop?
No matter what. Even if they saw video evidence of somebody else committing this crime, they would still be convinced BK must have been involved somehow, some way, no matter...
No. If I saw video evidence of somebody else committing this crime, I would be convinced Kohberger had nothing to do with the crime. Hello? Like, what? What did you even... Do you even realize what you're saying, Drip Drop? And this just reaffirms what people have been emailing me and commenting to me, that he just deletes any comment that goes against Kohberger being innocent, and he hides them from his channel. So it looks like everybody that is commenting on his videos believes in this crap that he is putting out there. And he's been doing this for, I don't know how many years, but I haven't even been doing this a year yet. So of course he's got more of a reach than I do. So all I can do is do what I'm doing.
No matter what. It doesn't matter how many amateur 3D models you reconstruct on YouTube or how many times you...
And here's what I'm talking about. So he probably took this from my reaction video, because I've done a reaction video to every one of this clown's videos on Kohberger. So, and I got this from Gray Hughes, shout out Gray, and he did a great job. And the car, I mean, he reconstructed the whole Bryan Kohberger's every movement, okay? And it's the actual route that Kohberger took, based on police evidence in the cell phone records. Hello? And he's acting like it's somehow not, like, Drip Drop, you want evidence? This is evidence, and you're basically telling all your subscribers that it means nothing. Like Kohberger or somebody parachuting onto the third floor deck is more legitimate to you than actual evidence. It's ridiculous.
You make a car go in loops around Linda Lane, etc. Do loops around Walenta Drive. It doesn't...
Yeah, because that's exactly what Kohberger did. You clown.
Mean he's guilty.
No.
So...
And nobody said that means he's guilty. It's all the evidence combined that makes reasonable people believe that Kohberger's guilty. It's not like I'm sitting here guessing like you. You know what I mean? And it just seems to me like you think there's no possible way Kohberger isn't even involved in any way in this. I mean, Drip Drop, you're asking me and all the guilters questions. I'm asking you a question. How did Kohberger's DNA get on the sheath? There's one question for you. I'll ask you another question. How come Kohberger's doesn't have an alibi? Why don't you answer those questions? Real questions, Drip Drop, instead of just dancing around and just saying boom 100 times.
Oh, I do have a question. For any guilters that are watching this right now, and
Okay.
I do know you're watching because you...
Yes, I'm watching and I'm reacting, and you know it.
come back each and every time to watch every single episode.
Because
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep coming too.
you're obsessed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Obsessed with what? You know, I'm obsessed with getting the right guy too. And guess what? Based on all the evidence that I've seen, it only points to one person. And apparently, the FBI, everybody, all the U.S. Marshals, the Moscow police, they all believe it's just one guy, and it's Bryan Kohberger. Okay?
Here's my question for you. Do you
Okay.
think he should even have a trial?
Yes, I do think he should have a trial. Are you stupid?
Or should we just skip the trial and go right to sentencing?
No. We should have a trial. And then I want all the evidence presented. And then after the trial, and I hope that there's cameras in the courtroom. And then after Kohberger, if he does get convicted, which I believe he will, and keep in mind, you know, this is my opinion, right? You know, obviously I can't say it's fact because there's a gag order, or everything I say is fact. But I like to go off what the police have told us, right? And it's a fact that Kohberger's DNA was on the knife sheath that was underneath. I'm not even going to go over all the evidence that we know is fact, right? But what I don't do is guess, like Drip Drop. Guess.
We need to know, where do you stand?
And I just told you. I just answered your questions. He should definitely have a trial. Okay? All the evidence should be presented. Of course, I want the right person convicted. Of course. Are you stupid? Give me one shred of evidence that would put any kind of doubt into my mind that Kohberger didn't do this. He doesn't even have Kohberger's alibi is he was driving around near King Road doing nothing. That's his alibi. You know why that's his alibi, Drip Drop? Because he doesn't have an alibi because he was committing the murders at the time. You know what I mean? Let's see what else this clown's got real quick.
Do you think they should just do the trial but for show and then sentence him at the end anyways, no matter what? Because you know he's guilty.
No. I believe that he's guilty based on all the evidence that I've seen so far. And that's why we're waiting for the trial. But, yeah, it seems like you believe he's innocent. And to me, that's just so disrespectful to the families. I mean, even they think Kohberger did this. Because obviously they know more, they're more privy to, they're closer to the police than any of the general public. And all the families believe that Kohberger did this. I'll say allegedly just to cover my ass. But, I mean, that's pretty powerful, isn't it? And then you get this guy that just comes on here and admits he's guessing, admits everything that he says is basically just false. I mean, he puts it up in the beginning of some of his videos for less than a second, and then it disappears. It's just ridiculous. And I'll give him another minute or two.
You just know it somehow, even without any evidence, because you don't need evidence.
Hold on. He just said that without any evidence, I can tell if, have an opinion on whether Bryan Kohberger is guilty or not. There's plenty of evidence. Like, this is just ridiculous. And I guarantee you, I haven't looked at his comments, but I guarantee you, if you guys look at his comments, there won't be any of them that say Kohberger's guilty. They're all gonna agree with him because you know why? He deletes all the ones that disagree with what he says, or he hides them. And you know how I know it? Because I have evidence and proof. Because people that have actually commented on you, disagreeing with you, say that you delete them all. It's ridiculous. You're just basically creating a smear campaign, and you just want him to be innocent so bad. It's just ridiculous. Like, if you really wanted to know who actually did this, then you wouldn't just be every video saying Kohberger's innocent, and trying to defend Kohberger, when all the evidence points to Kohberger as being the murderer. Do you know how stupid that sounds and is? Drip Drop? I think it's horrible what you're doing, and you're just trying to. I mean, obviously you're getting some views out of it, but I wouldn't sell my soul like you're doing and just spread lies and false information when there is all this evidence out there that Kohberger is at. I'm not gonna be on the jury, right? But there is so much evidence that points to Kohberger, and there is zero evidence that points to anybody else, right? I mean, he was saying Brent Kopaka was involved at one point. He was saying, who else? He was saying it could have been some kind of ritual at one time, right? I mean, he just keeps on changing his mind, like, it seems every couple days. And he has no evidence to back any of this up. Again, because he says he's just guessing, right? But then he attacks the people like me that go off facts and tell the truth and actually want to have the right person be convicted and arrested, which I believe the police did arrest the right person. They wouldn't just arrest some person with no evidence in the biggest murder trial of the last who knows how long, right? I mean, that is just complete horseshit. So, as soon as I saw this video, I had to jump on here. It's just a crock of shit. And Drip Drop, you should be ashamed of yourself, to be honest. And I just answered all your dumbass questions. Why don't you answer some of mine? How'd Bryan Kohberger's DNA get on that knife sheath, Drip Drop? It's not touch DNA either. So don't even try and say that. They have his cheek swabbed, you clown. Wow. I guess you guys could tell I'm a little fired up. But anyway, I'm getting off here. I can't even, I'll do another part to this because I'm sure he's gonna say some more dumbass shit coming up. But I'm getting a headache. Anyway, have a good night, guys. True Crime King, out.